Hi everybody, welcome back to the final part, probably final part of Star Wars D6 of this part with the A team. So taking it back away, Kit, go.
All right. So when last we left our heroes, they had stumbled into the scene of a horrific act where all life had been taken away from a facility on the planet of Mustafar at least a month ago. And when we left our heroes, Washington had just realized that this wasn't them being in danger, but them stumbling upon this atrocity.
Yeah, we hear a clap and it's a cool, and he's like, "The power of the Getty Star allowed me
The big Getty Star allowed me to come back and
as a robot, so I can no longer be detected by your sense technology brain powers."
Anyway, so what do?
Well, let's see here. First, I'm just going to toss that one up in the chat. Can't actually listen to it because I'm recording. I think we're going to start having to look, search around for some clues.
Okay, Jinkies.
Jinkies.
How are you planning to do so?
Well, the first thing to do would be to actually look for where the original people who actually did live here would have been staying. Like find the crew facilities.
Okay, yeah, sure. So gonna go ahead and wander through the facility until you find them.
That's my plan. Anybody else has any better ideas?
No.
I'll do whatever you think is best, Teach.
I don't have anything to do, so if you think you have a good lead, based on whatever it is that you just remembered, then...
Well, it's more that I sort of just realized something, and let me explain again for the sake of the audience. The particular nature of the situation we have here is that not only did people die, about a month ago, these people are also known to me, though I don't know how. The sense they leave behind is familiar, but I can't quite pinpoint it.
Mm-hmm.
So these are, and the last time I felt this was when I was on the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk, where we had to deal with a group of Darksiders who were taking people and turning them into cyborg, abominations, essentially.
Well, you assume they were Darksiders.
Yeah, well, they look like cyber monsters, and they were using crazy nano flail whips and stuff. Point is, it was really crazy, and this is the same sort of feeling I'm getting here, though I don't know if it's that these are the exact same people or that they're just similar people, or maybe that what happened here is just so similar to what happened there. Point is, this is familiar, and it leads me to believe that whatever we're looking at here ties into in some way these people who capture and murder people in order to turn them into super weapons, essentially. I kind of suspect that might be what we're looking at, is another case of a whole bunch of people being taken against their will and used for some sort of horrific experimentation.
By the way, April, did Washington mention that when he had fought this, it was down in the Shadowlands?
He did not, but you know what? Fuck it, I'll mention that. Yeah, and when this happened, I was in the Shadowlands, a part of Kashyyyk's planet that is sort of a traditional Badlands for the locals. It's kind of
The reason why I say this is because the Shadowlands is relatively famous across the galaxy for a place that no one wants to go.
Yeah.
So essentially, this blubbering, afraid person went down into the Shadowlands and fought there against these monstrous things. Just to give you an idea of kind of the dichotomy here.
Whoa, you're so brave! We're into the Shadowlands?
We had to. One of our people were going missing from there. People were in danger. And we ended up having to well, we didn't really help a lot of people, but we tried.
Huh.
I see. So this is what a Jedi is like.
Yeah, actually, this is something that like Washington actually just kind of like kneel down and say to Demi, in all seriousness, like that is actually part of being a Jedi. Is even when you're scared of things, having to put that aside in order to do what's right. And this is going to be one of those situations where even though this place is scary and feels awful, it's we have to figure out what happened to the people here so we can prevent it from happening to other people in other parts of the galaxy.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that you've been walking back through the facility as you're talking.
Yeah.
Eventually you come back to where you had come in, and as you further go through the facility, heading towards essentially the other side, you start to notice that this seems to be a more lived-in section. It's generally less industrial. There's like stuff up on the walls, hollow posters and such. And eventually you get to a cafeteria. There's food left out on plates, like half-eaten food.
Yeah.
Now, you'd think that it'd all be spoiled, or have mold growing on it or such, since this was a month ago.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely preserved.
Yeah.
There's no sign of spoilage whatsoever.
Yeah, I pick up one of the pieces of food and turn it in my hand, and then nod to Day and say, when I said before that this place felt like there was no life at all, I meant it. Notice how there's there's no bacteria to deteriorate the food. Decomposition is stalled in this place.
There also doesn't appear to be any signs of struggle.
Yeah.
No scorches on the walls of blaster fire. No gouges on the table. Nothing.
Is this planet's other name Mary Celeste?
God.
And of course there are no corpses.
There's just a piece of paper on one of the tables that just reads, "Everyone went to the rapture."
No, there is just the talking head on the wall saying, "Everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody's dead."
There's little piles of dust everywhere.
It's like Left 4 Dead.
Red Dwarf.
But yeah, I mean, like
a show I didn't watch versus a video game I played.
Well,
which one wins?
Fix that, but that's beside the point. Not right now.
Yeah. The point is,
but there is. Everything here is just like if you had taken a picture of what things would have been like before, and then all the people out of it.
Yeah. So, Watching actually at this point, like he takes a little day pad. I imagine. I don't think there's any like cameras on this or anything. Like, this is Star Wars technology, so it's kind of like pseudo trapped in the
in
late
the past,
70s.
Yeah. No, you do not have a built-in camera to your iPad.
So what I do is I hit the little record button and just start like narrating what I'm seeing here. It's, location has been abandoned for at least over a month. No no sense of life. Food has not spoiled, meaning like implying bacteria has not entered this enclosed space. We are in spacesuits, but we are preventing any additional germs from entering the facility from contact, keeping this location sealed. The no signs of struggle, no signs of conflict or fear on the part of the the people living here. Yet it all seems to have happened quickly enough that they were caught in the middle of a meal. Whatever hit these people seems to have just beamed them out.
Are you going to explore further?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. So as you go further into the facility, it's, again, much more of the same. If you actually go into the kitchen, there is evidence that there has been, not spoilage here, but the stove was left running, and there is hard, crusty stuff stuck to the bottom of the pot. In fact, it looks like at some point it may have burst into flames, then been extinguished, and left on.
Yeah.
It's really kind of a mess. There's a couple of things on the floors. You could assume probably that they had been left by someone who dropped it.
Yeah. Fruit prep left as was. Spoilage food, burns.
Again, really, it's only the stuff that was burnt that's gone wrong. There's like a cut open melaluna fruit right there on a cutting board, knife right in it, just lying on the side of it, completely fine.
Any signs of like things being dropped, like things where people would like if they had just okay.
Absolutely. Some of the items on the floor of the kitchen very easily could have been in the hands of cooks and then just dropped. There is
question. How is a food fine if there's bacteria within the food usually?
There is none.
No, that's external bacteria. Bacteria usually cultures from inside.
That's what he's saying. I think he's saying that like literally any bacteria that was in the food has died, has disappeared.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not.
Yeah, like it's not that there's like this place was scoured and like all the bacteria was like removed. Like literally all of it's just gone. Like snap fingers gone.
Yeah. But like there's what appears to be a pot of noodles that is lying on the floor. It's spilled out. Just in the middle, not next to a counter or anything.
Just taking notes, like actual real world notes to go along with my in-game character notes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If you go ahead and move a little bit further into the facility, you come to what appears to be the barracks.
All right.
You actually get here something else. So go ahead and roll me a search.
All right. That was perception.
Just perception if you don't have it. If you don't have search.
Yeah.
Bum 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 ba-dum, bum 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 ba-dum.
Bum bum.
Brum ba-dum bum.
Listen.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So you got 8 total.
8 total? Okay.
That is 13 total.
13. And Demi?
Oh, sorry, what?
You've got a
I feel like I
3D
was
plus 2.
3D plus 2.
Mhm.
Total of 13.
13. Okay, and Balil, you said you had gotten, what, a 12?
Yes.
12, okay.
The only one who rolled poopily was the Jedi Master.
Yes.
Well, while Washington is, distracted with his notes, the two of you notice that one of the beds has the covers thrown off of it, but not in the way that you would have expected if, like someone got out of it and it was just messy. They've been literally thrown to the side. And the pillow still holds the imprint of someone's head.
This is weird.
Again, more of the same. Absolutely no decay. Things appear to have been dropped. Again, more of the same, more of the same. It's the same story over and over again. Everyone's gone. No life remaining whatsoever.
Yeah, Watch is just holding an empty cigarette carton, turning it over and over, and finally sighs. Overly optimistic, Washington. Puts it down. You guys find anything?
Please tell me you're not going to pick up Nick sticks.
No. Just make a little LA Noir joke.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Guys see anything? Anything?
Well, there's still imprints in some of these pillows.
I see.
The covers look like they were thrown off, but I don't really know what that means.
That means someone was aware of what was happening before it went down. Someone, at least one person in this entire facility actually saw this coming.
Do Do you think that they could have been set up, like betrayed by one of their own workers?
It's possible. That's a distinct possibility, actually.
Are there any like communication devices, like I don't know, a terminal?
Oh yeah, there are comlinks about. Dropped on the ground.
Is there clothes on the ground?
Yeah, there's some clothes on the ground too.
Oh God!
It's
literally the rapture.
It's not that much in the way of clothes.
It's a rapture. They brought all the bacteria to heaven. People get sick in heaven.
It was the rapture by Nurgle. Nurgle saved everyone, including the bacteria.
Every prokaryote is sacred.
Yeah.
Every eukaryote is great.
And because of how much bacteria is in people,
Yeah.
The comlink of the person who threw the covers off their bed.
You don't
Like,
see
is it like a bedside table or something? Okay.
I mean, you could go ahead and look through drawers and such, maybe find it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Demi will start pulling open drawers.
Okay. There's I assume you're going to start with, like, the locker that's nearest to the bed?
Yeah.
Okay. You open up the locker, you are greeted by the picture of, a blue-skinned Twi'lek woman.
Mm-hmm.
As well as a couple of kids, of the Zabrak race, that are under her arms. It's very much looking like a family photo here. There's a number of jumpsuits of the Corvavis facility. Corvavis Transparasteel. Got a name on it. Boots are still in there.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually look, you can see the comlink in there, data pad. Looks like this person, has all their stuff in their locker.
Yeah, I'll grab out the data link in Compad.
Okay. Okay, so comlink seems to be a fairly standard model. Maybe a little bit hardened just by the fact that it needs to be on this planet. The datapad's actually kind of nice. It has a number of the things that Washin's datapad is lacking, including a link to the HoloNet.
Ooh, fancy.
Which can be used to make... this actually is kind of fancy. This can be used to make calls in real time from system to system.
Shit.
And this one does have on board a camera.
God damn.
Facing the screen.
So that you can record personal logs.
You could do that with this, yes.
Okay, so
if you look further through it, they've got a sporting blaster there. Still has it doesn't have a charge cell inserted in it, but if you look further, there's a couple of them. It's a model that, if you know anything about blasters, it's well thought of by people across the galaxy, but those in the know think that it's kind of an overpriced piece of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Other things which you find there, a number of just like data cylinders that appear to have, some files on them, probably, that are like racked in a thing, and you've got labels on it that say fiction, historical, technical. You can probably guess from this that these are like either books for reading on the data pad, or they might be holovids as well.
Is there a way to... So you said it can make calls from system to system. Is there a way to see past numbers that he's called? Or that have called?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and power it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, power it on.
There's a password. It
Sorry,
comes
what was that?
directly onto a password screen.
Ah.
Under the open box, it says, forgot your password.
I'll try and. I turn to the others. What will happen if I hit the forgot your password button?
Well, probably allow you to reset your password, so we'd be able to actually use it. Hopefully.
But do they? Do they have like safety questions like they do on Earth?
It's a good bet that they probably have a safety question.
Okay. Well, I can probably guess that.
Yeah.
So safety question.
So yeah, you hit that. It says, please answer this question. Where did you first meet your spouse?
Dig through his locker.
Okay.
There's a picture of her, right? What's the picture show?
You're pretty sure there's a picture of her, yeah.
Turn that picture over. See if there's something written on the back.
Good idea.
There is something written on the back. Her name is Kylina, and the kids are Tomas and Gavin.
And got a little lazy with the last name there.
I didn't say anything about a last name.
No, I mean the last name, like, yes.
Oh no, that one is actually a reference.
Okay.
Um,
No, I was making a joke more like about like the character, not about you coming up with like a less creative name, just like he's just like, and my second fucking Gavin, I don't care.
No, there's also the note of family trip to Mos Espa.
Might as well try that.
Sure. I was going to ask though, is Gavin a system name?
It is not.
Okay. Enter in Mos Espa, was it?
Yes. It comes up with a incorrect answer.
Okay, let's just try on the standard password his wife's name and his kids' names.
Quick tickle from the Force. This may be the time for your knowledge of pop culture to shine.
I like to imagine the Force saying that
come
verbatim.
on. Help me out here. We have to combine our knowledge of shitty
Pop culture.
Yes.
Oh, that's a 6 on the wild die. That's weird.
Very nice. Keep on rolling.
Oh yeah, you
good, because
reroll
I only
those,
got an
don't
8.
you?
See, I'm like, I don't know.
You're a baby.
You are like tiny child.
What the
to me.
fuck? Another 6.
Holy shit.
Do I roll that again?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What the fuck? A 5?
Nice.
The only time I roll good is when I'm using this stupid pop culture roll, and the entire night I've been rolling poorly on things as basic as language. Okay, that's a total of 23.
And Washington?
I got a total of 8. I think she's got this one.
Okay, so apparently Dave Stamp is at least somewhat of a closet pod racing fan, because Mos Espa is the place where they go ahead and hold the galaxy-famous Bunta Eve Classic.
Huh.
Okay.
Does that help us?
And if you look further through the locker, there may be a couple of pod racing flags up there.
Oh.
I see.
Okay. So it's a fucking sports team thing.
Yeah, what team of the planet? What planet are the teams from?
What team is it?
Yeah, what's the team?
Well, the question was, where did you first meet your spouse?
Oh, so it's the event.
Well, yeah, but unrelated.
Yeah.
What
But
team?
also, let's know the team. Just because.
Pod racing teams come from all across the galaxy.
Yeah, but what's the flag? What's the flag? Which one?
The picture of a
there's a
picture of
couple different
pod
ones.
doing a.
Come on, give me the right one.
Hold
so I
on.
can tell
I'm
them
going to
they're-
answer you. There
I can tell
are
them that
collector's
they're fans
editions
of
of
shitty
Odie
teams.
Mandrell and Anakin Skywalker.
All of them are terrible.
Fair enough. But
There's
yeah,
also what looks to be a knockoff of Dud Bolt.
Oh god. Okay, so the Bunta's Eve classic barrel.
Whoever this is has terrible taste.
Oh, fair. But, so, do you have any idea though about what the thing might be?
Maybe.
Could it possibly be the Bunta Eve classic?
Yeah. The Bunta Classic.
The Bunta Eve Classic, yeah.
Enter Bunta Eve Classic into the question thing.
Yeah, it opens up, please reset password.
Ah, yes!
Woo!
I'm a genius. It was all me.
And then you type in a thing that says not strong enough.
I'll enter in my name, I guess.
Okay.
This should be a decently strong password.
The name of your toaster. The name of your pet toaster.
Toasty.
Pit and Toaster 101.
God.
Yeah, but no, you're able to go ahead and reset the password, and at this point you should be able to get in.
I'm in.
There is,
Come on, see what it says.
No, as you go into it, it's got a number of, programs on there, things for playing videos, things for reading files on it, a connection to the HoloNet, both for, entertainment and information, as well as what appears to be a video call service.
Okay.
We can check his contacts. See who he.
Well, would we like to look through any recordings that he's made?
Well, let's check out all the recordings and obviously anything he's written down. But then we'll check his contacts because.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you look at his recordings, there's some candid stuff. Most of it appears to be in the cafeteria. There's videos of a couple of pranks that they pulled on each other. You can tell that this is a multi-species facility. People seem to rotate in and out of here. Apparently, it's pretty good money. There's also a number of videos of him outside shooting with that sporting blaster and looking very smug with himself. He's a better shot than a stormtrooper.
Well,
that's about as much as you can say. However, he's certainly not a better shot than the Matrix stormtrooper.
Oh. Well.
But yeah, you go through that. Again, a lot of this is just very normal stuff.
Doesn't seem to be anything here about why he might have been involved with, or at least known about, the people who scoured this facility.
Yeah. If you do look at the contacts list, there's a couple of random contacts there, names of people. There's also one that, is the only one that he's got marked as a favorite, and it says home on it.
I don't really want to have to call this family, so if someone wants to do that, they're going to have to do it themselves. I don't want to have to go through the awkward conversation.
Yeah, I'll jump on that fucking grenade.
I would have shoved the grenade under you.
Fair enough.
Here you go, Jedi.
Yeah, you're.
There you go, hero.
Heroes talk to depressed people all the time, right? Okay. Beep boop beep boop beep boop boop beep boop.
Ringing.
Space ring, space ring.
Yes, no, very much so. That Twi'lek woman, Kylina, that you saw in the picture, comes up on the screen, and she looks absolutely frantic. And then her face just crumbles as she sees the face of your spacesuited, your spacesuit.
Yeah. That's the thing. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm terribly sorry. I know this is probably.
Where's Paul?
That's, I'm afraid, why I'm calling. Actually, there seems to have been something has happened on Mustafar. We're investigating on behalf of the Jedi Council. My name is Washin Keeg. I'm with a... He looks at the other two and then says, special team currently investigating the matter. Your husband sorry, I shouldn't assume, but
Paul's my husband. Paul's my husband.
Husband.
Your husband... Shut up. Your husband seems to have been possibly aware of what occurred at this facility. I should point out right now that there are no dead bodies at this facility. There is no sign that anyone has been killed or seriously injured at this
Paul's
facility.
alive?
It is extremely...
He's alive?
It's possible. It is possible that Paul is alive. The facility has been abandoned for some time now, and we believe that foul play was involved, but there is no evidence of a violent confrontation, no bodies, no blood, nothing to assume the worst.
Where is he?
We are trying to investigate that at this very moment, actually. We were somewhat hoping that he would be back with you safely. Okay, yeah, that's...
I haven't heard from him in 3 months.
Yes, 3 months. Oh, God. Well, that is extremely unfortunate. We were really hoping that he would be with you, but that's fine. It's because there is, as I said, no sign that he has been seriously hurt. He might not be in. It is possible that he has been taken prisoner by criminal elements unknown. However, I have reason.
Why would they want him?
It might have to do with the nature of this facility and the work that was being done here. We're actually investigating another missing persons case. We had not been aware of the events here on Mustafar until we arrived to discover the facility had been abandoned and the facility's crew unaccounted for. However,
but why would they want him? He's just an expert on the curing of transparisteel.
Well, I don't believe that they were looking for him specifically, or anyone else at this facility specifically. I should be very clear that this facility has been completely abducted. There's no signs of anyone here on the facility.
Slavers.
No. Slavers would have likely caused a fuss. This does not look like it was slavers. This looks like...
What does it look like?
Like Washin is very happy at this moment that he's got his visor down because he's just sweating bullets.
No. It looks like it might have been slavers. As long as it was slavers, he should be alive and fine, right?
Oh, yeah, right. It could possibly be slavers, but if it is slavers, then that is actually overall a good thing because we are very good at tracking down and stopping slavers. We are experts.
Mustafar was supposed to be safe. You said you're an expert at this? You can find him?
But we just need
help.
some information.
Please, Master Jedi. She has just got her hands clasped together. Please.
How does she know that?
Bring my husband back to me.
I said the council.
Yeah, introduced.
Yeah, watching behind the screen is just fucking like the scene from Airplane where he's just like
He's just sweating bullets.
Yeah, like sweating everywhere, just like pouring off him. Like, yes, no, absolutely. We will do everything in our power to bring your husband safely home to you. I'm going to have my
hand it off.
Yeah, my associate here, who's an expert on these matters, take over the getting the information we need in order to save your husband. Here she is. Here you go.
Hello. Hi. Now.
Are you a Jedi?
I'm gonna. No, but will it comfort you to say that I'm an ex-rebel?
Yes.
All right. I'm an ex-rebel. All right. Well, I
She
just
does not
need
look
to ask.
comforted whatsoever.
I just need a few things to be answered for me.
Yes, whatever I can, just find him.
Yeah. So, did your husband, whenever you talk, mention any companies, organization, any trouble that was going on during work?
No. Everything seemed to be going fine.
Well,
He said it was a really good company to be working for. I was worried that he was going to be away. And Mustafar, it's got a bad reputation, but they paid well, and they set up this HoloLink. And oh no!
now,
I shouldn't have let him go.
calm down. Now, we already know this, but we need this just down for the logs. What company does he work for?
I believe I said Valvar Transparasteel.
All right.
Valvar Transparasteel.
Now, do you know where their HQ is held?
Yes. It's a subsidiary of a company on Cot.
How do you spell that? Is it Cot? Like
No, here, let me go ahead and bring it up for you.
Oh God, it's stupid Star Wars spelling, isn't it? Well, there's 30 silent letters.
No, it's not quite that bad. Okay,
Plus
so
a few
what you
hundred.
would know is that Cot Drive Yards was the people who made the Imperial Star Destroyers. It's a major shipbuilding concern.
Now,
Like, probably one of the biggest in the galaxy.
God. Now, where does he did he ever tell you where
Sorry.
his shipment was sent?
No, that wasn't his department.
Do you think that where do you think it could have been going to, though?
Whoever wanted to buy them? It's transparency. He didn't say exactly what it was for. Ships, buildings, speeders? I don't know.
Well,
I didn't ask. There was always... I just wanted to see him whenever he called.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm going to hang up now. We may have more questions.
The tears are pouring down her face.
Don't remember.
We-
Lost?
No, not lost. The council is going to save your husband. We will save everyone.
We will. We may need to call you to get more information later, if that's all right.
Anything I can do? Please,
Yeah.
just... I need him.
We will try, ma'am.
We're gonna save everybody.
All right. Goodbye.
Oh God. I just cannot show up.
Hangs up.
Oh, jeez.
Exasperated sigh. God, what an annoying bitch. Jesus Christ.
Where did Day learn that? Where did Demi learn all that? This bad cuss word.
I didn't want to interrupt, but I was during the call. Demi was searching through more lockers and drawers.
Okay, yeah. Again, very similar. People. Lots of people.
Yep.
Okay, so Washin,
Yes.
are you familiar, and don't freak out on this, are you familiar with the Empire?
Washington's just like, like who's slowly been calling down strips, like nervously, like what?
We're building a new Death Star out of people.
How do you mean?
So, she mentioned the HQ
Quick point
being.
here. Kuat is currently in the hands of the New Republic.
She mentioned a company with history working for the Empire.
I have some knowledge of the Empire and the Remnant and
Rolls pop culture. No.
It's just like one of my Coruscanti noir films.
Very nicely put.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I might have in the past maybe lived in. Yeah, I know a little bit about the Empire. Kuwait, you said? Kuwait?
Kuat.
Kuwait. I know that
I
place.
thought it was Khan.
I mispronounced it earlier. It's Kuat. Kuat.
Kuat. Oh, I hate Star Wars.
Yeah, I think I know that. Do you think that we should? Do you think that's be the next place to look?
Well, I mean, probably not for Bornthal, but for this, yeah.
Gonna be honest. As important as saving Bornthal is, and I don't want to downplay that, I feel the number of people who have gone missing here somewhat outweighs Bornin. You know, he's a nice guy, and I like his son, but like, this is kind of
Could
big.
Born and Thol have been vanished as well?
That's also possible. Maybe it's the same thing. That's yeah, exactly. It's possibly the same thing. So we should do this because then maybe we're saving Bornthal too. You know, hey, you know, that's yeah. See, there you go. Great. There's using your Jedi head, Demi. Yeah.
Go
Yay!
ahead. That's for me, would you?
Sense. Okay.
Although Born and Thol has been spotted in several locations
Probably.
around the galaxy.
Yeah,
Could it be possible that similar disappearances have occurred at the places he's shown up?
Nani?
Huh.
25.
75. Okay.
That's a 53.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put it this way. You probably don't want to just ignore the whole Born and Thal thing.
Well, we do have another team.
Danger.
There's a what?
There's a
We have
major
another team.
danger associated with that. That being said, this is something terrible that's happening with the Force.
Oh, jeez.
And Demi did point out that they might be connected.
They might be connected. You know what? Washington's going to go on with his Washington trusts the Force and all that, but you know what? For once, I'm going to trust in my friends and say that no, this is important. I can't not help. This is too wrong to ignore.
Okay.
The Force has never steered me wrong before, but these people need to be saved, and that lady needs her husband back. So
All right,
we
take
need
the
to do
dark
this.
side point. No.
That is thoroughly a light side thing.
I know.
So yeah, he says, okay, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to Quad. Before we do that, I need to make a call to the council. I need to send a message to the council.
Okay.
And then we're going to
Drop
go
the dice.
to.
I have no idea where I put it.
Come on,
Or where.
Demi and Dave. This is going to actually kind of involve all of us, so we should probably all go.
All right. I'm going to say that we are going to go ahead and cut it there,
Okay.
Mhm.
and we will pick up with that 2 weeks from now.
Okay. So that's actually just for the record. Is this going to be a thing where we can just send a one-way message to basically explain ourselves, or is this going to be an actual conversation with?
you might need to actually
Yeah.
go ahead and have an actual conversation here.
That's fair.
We killed 30 people.
So here's the deal. We've sort of abandoned the mission. Also, I've taken on a new student, and also this is our new squad commander. Also I've lost Rosa.
So we decided to
Rosa's
rename
gone,
ourselves
but
the
we all-
Lost Sith Vehicle.
No, actually, like legitimately, it's like, hey guys, so listen, here's the deal. Yeah, I've taken on an apprentice. I've taken on this new lady who's like flying with me. We're abandoning the mission. We're going we're going rogue in order to try and save a bunch of missing people. We lost Rosa. He's with a possible dark side lady who we also picked up. And they're going off with a Gungan and a hacker to go in and continue the investigation without us. Is that cool?
Jeez.
Cool? Okay, cool. Great.
Okay. I would comment on that more, but I don't know that you stopped recording.
No, we're still technically going. So we're
Okay.
yeah. Like I was just saying, like, I feel like that was worth mentioning to the audience as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, unless anyone has anything else they want to say or any post game stuff we want to wrap up for like that the audience would be interested in, we'll wrap it up here.
Yep.
Nope, I think that'll be it.
Okay.
See you next time, folks.
See you guys next time. Enjoy tomorrow. Well, for us tomorrow, for you guys not. For you guys, pretty much as soon as like right after these videos. The next part where Team B goes and continues the adventure as planned. Till next time. See ya.